Good morning. We joined together a decade and a half after that fateful day in the solemn commitment that we made to each other and as a nation to never forget and always remember. A remembrance here at Eagle Rock made particularly special by the work of the County Executive and the Board of Chosen Freeholders in commemoration of the lives of those Essex County residents who were lost on that fateful day. Like all of us, I remember very clearly that September morn. It was a crisp, clear September morn. And as I was leaving my apartment on my way to work at the Capitol, in the distance I saw smoke rising, only to realize later that it was smoke rising from the Pentagon. I went to the Capitol to buy my cup of coffee to start off my day, only to be hurried out and escorted by Capitol Police out of the building as they shouted at me, "Congressman, get out. The Capitol is under attack." Rushing home because there was no emergency plan at the time, only to watch the tragedy unfold on my television screen, as so many of you did as well. And I think about the day that unfolded and the days since. I think about how the world has changed in those 15 years. I think that in the midst of the tragedy and the darkness that befell what was the beginning of a bright and promising day, the loss of so many promising lives. And we came to know those lives and celebrate them as sons and daughters, husbands and wives, fathers and mothers, sisters and brothers, and neighbors and friends. And as we heard through their families, as we heard today about their lives, we rejoice in their lives and remember them in that spirit as well. We saw out of the ashes the spirit of a nation rise, the spirit of first responders, police, firefighters, emergency management, showing the extraordinary courage above and beyond the normal everyday occurrence of their commitment to our collective safety, rushing into collapsing buildings and working in a recovery and fumes that often took their lives. We saw it in neighbors turning to each other and inviting total strangers into their homes. We saw it in Americans lining up to give blood. It was a moment in which the world came together. Even France's largest newspaper, Le Monde, said, "We are all Americans." It was an incredibly powerful moment, not only because of the tragedy, but also the spirit that rose. And then we ultimately saw the resilience of America, not only to meet its challenges, but to have a new center rise with a memorial at the World Trade Center site. And so for 15 years, we have come together to commemorate and to remember. That is a solemn obligation we have. I was asked before whether I thought that that would dissipate, and today's collection of fellow New Jerseyans proves that it will never dissipate. We will never forget the lives of your loved ones. And also, beyond that very special commitment each and every one of us have to never forget and always to remember, I have a special commitment. It's a commitment to make sure that we do everything possible so that such a day can never happen again. It's what led me to be the author of the 9/11 Commission's recommendations, to put all of their recommendations into law, so that we could change our intelligence systems and our whole process of being able to protect our country. It's what led me to sit on the select committee that created the Department of Homeland Security that works every day to try to make us safer. It's what led me to be the author of the first Zadroga Act, so that those first responders who ultimately gave their lives to the fumes that they breathed at the World Trade Center, many we have lost since, that we would take care of them and their health care and take care of their families. And it's what leads me as a member of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, as senior member, to work to make sure that we have policies that ultimately make sure that we are safer here at home. and meet our challenge abroad. It is a new world. It is a new world, and it is a challenging one. But I believe in the spirit of all of those who we celebrate their lives and what they did while they were alive and with us. I celebrate the spirit of America and how it rose and has risen to those great moments in which it has been challenged. And it shows the world that we are exceptional, that we are exceptional. So may God bless and keep to his bosom all of those we lost on that fateful day. May he comfort those families, and may they rejoice in the memories of their loved ones and help them fill what is an unfillable void. And may he bless and protect this great United States of America.